Good morning everyone. Welcome to the video of class 5th science. So students, before starting our today's topic, I would like to ask some questions. So your first question is, why sometimes people feel unwell? Do you know the answer? If a person suffer from cold, cough, fever, so he or she may feel unwell. And you can also say that if you are ill or your health is not well, so you may feel unwell. And what does that ill health means? Ill health means suffering from a disease. If we suffer from a disease, so we become ill. And what can keep us away from a disease? Our good health keep us away from a disease. Or you can say that keeping ourselves and the things around us clean in order to prevent a disease. So it is very important to keep ourselves clean and the things around us also clean. You know that what is health? We need to keep ourselves clean in order to keep our health good. But what is that health which we need to take care of? What is that health? Do you know that? Okay. So today our topic is health and hygiene. Today our topic is health and hygiene. This is the chapter number 2 of your science book. You know that if you want to purchase a pencil, so you can go to market and purchase it. If you want to purchase a book, you can also purchase it from the market. If you want to purchase clothes, so you can purchase them from the market. But if you want to become healthy, or if you want a good health, can you purchase it from the market? No. The good health cannot even bought with money. So it is very important to keep ourselves healthy, because if you are not healthy, or if you are suffer from any illness, so you will not feel well, and you will not wish to play, you will not wish to eat, you will not wish to even talk also. So it is very important to keep ourselves healthy, because a healthy body makes us feel happy. It gives us energy also. So it is very important to keep ourselves healthy. But how can we make ourselves healthy and fit? We all know that every day we eat food in order to live. So food play a very important role in keeping ourselves healthy. So we should always eat hygienic food and the food which provide nourishment to our body. If we do not fall ill, so we should take hygienic and healthy food which keeps us healthy and fit. So food play a very important role in keeping ourselves healthy. Our food contain various nutrients which help in our growth, in our development of the body. So these important nutrients we must take in our diet. And what are these nutrients? These are carbohydrates. Next is fats, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. These are the main nutrients which help in the growth and development of body. So, but apart from these essential nutrients, water and roughage is also required. So we will discuss all these nutrients one by one. So first one is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are also known as energy giving food because carbohydrates provide energy to our body and it provide instant energy. So carbohydrates are also known as instant energy provider. There are many sources of carbohydrates such as fruits, milk, vegetable, but there are some artificial carbohydrates also like cake, candy and refined sugar products. They are known as artificial carbohydrates uh, which are the main cause of the tooth decay or the which spoil our teeth. So it is much better to consume or to take natural carbohydrates, and the natural carbohydrates from where we get the natural the main sources of natural carbohydrates are vegetables, milk, rice, potato and many fruits. So we need to take the natural carbohydrates because they provide instant energy, and we need these carbohydrate in limited amount because if we take uh, carbohydrates in excess amount, so it also cause many diseases. So it is very important to consume carbohydrates in limited quantity. Okay, the next nutrients which are necessary are fats. So like carbohydrates, fats also provide energy, but fats does not give us instant energy. It takes some time to convert into energy, and excess carbohydrates also converted into fats. The main sources of fats are cheese, butter, milk, and the fats are essential for our body, but too much of fats can cause a condition called obesity. If we take fats in excess, so we will become obese or means overweight. So it is very important to consume or to take fats in limited quantity. And the obese, if we become obese, so obesity can also cause many diseases like heart disease or diabetes, or sometimes maybe kidney failure also. So it is very important to consume fats in limited quantity. Now the next one are proteins. Proteins are also known as bodybuilding foods because these play a very important in our body and help in the growth and development of our body. So our body needs proteins for muscles building and for repairing worn out tissue. Proteins are very essential for the repairing of the worn out tissues, and the main sources of proteins are chicken, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, pulses and soya beans. These are some foods that are rich in proteins, but it is also necessary to take or to consume proteins in limited quantity, because excess proteins also cause many diseases. Like excess protein can cause kidney failure. So it is very important to consume it in balanced quantity, right? Now the next one are vitamins and minerals. The vitamins and minerals are of different kinds. So there are different types of vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D also. uh, we have vitamin K also, and there are different sources of these vitamins, and the deficiency of these vitamins can cause many diseases, which we will discuss later on. Like there are many sources of vitamins. Like the sources of vitamin A are cheese, carrot, fish, sweet potato, eggs. The sources of vitamin B are whole grain bread, nuts, pulses, meat, fish, etc. The sources of vitamin C are broccoli, pepper, kale, oranges, berries, and tomatoes. And the sources of vitamin D are sunlight. The main source of vitamin D is sunlight. Salmon is also a good source of vitamin D, beef liver, eggs, and there are some minerals also. These minerals are also of different types. Like calcium, the main sources of calcium are milk, nuts, cheese, etc. The main sources of iron is also a mineral. The main sources are green vegetable, pulses, red meat, and nuts. So what is the function of these vitamins and minerals in our body? These vitamins and minerals are very essential for our body because we require them for the normal functions of our body. And we need minerals also because minerals help in strengthening of our bones. It maintain our normal heartbeat also. It prevents us from goiter and many other diseases. So we will discuss them one by one because they are of different types. See, the first vitamin is vitamin A, and the disease caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A is loss of vision. So, and what are the symptoms of this disease? The symptoms are poor vision, loss of vision in darkness. We are not able to see at night if we suffer from the deficiency of vitamin A, or if we suffer from the deficiency disease called loss of vision. Sometimes complete loss of vision also. The next vitamin is vitamin B1. The deficiency disease is beriberi, and the symptoms are weak muscles and very little energy to work. If we suffer from beriberi, so we always feel weak, and we will not be able to do any work if we suffer from beriberi. So it is very important to consume these vitamins in limited quantity, but it is necessary to consume them. The next vitamin is vitamin C. The deficiency disease is scurvy, and the symptoms are bleeding gums. Wounds take longer time to heal. If we suffer from scurvy, or if we suffer from the deficiency of vitamin C, so our wounds also take longer time to heal. The next vitamin is vitamin D. The deficiency disease is rickets. And what are the symptoms? The bone becomes soft and bent. If we suffer from rickets, so our bones become very soft, and we easily get fractures also. So vitamin D is also very essential for our body, and the main source is sunlight. Calcium, iodine, and iron, these three are minerals. And what are the function of these minerals? The minerals strengthen our bones, and it also helps in the maintaining of normal heartbeat. So first mineral is calcium, and the deficiency disease which caused due to the deficiency of calcium is bone and tooth decay. And what are the symptoms of this disease? The symptoms are weak bones and tooth decay. The next mineral is iodine. The main source of iodine is salt, Tata salt, and the seafood. The deficiency disease is goiter, and the symptoms of the disease is glands in the neck appear swollen. If we suffer from goiter, so the glands present inside our neck, they become swollen. And the other disease is mental disability in children. Iodine can also cause the mental disability. So it is also very important. The next mineral is iron. Deficiency disease is anemia, and the symptoms are weakness. So it is very important to consume or to take these vitamins and minerals in limited quantity, but it is very necessary to consume them, because the excess and deficiency both can cause disease. So it is very important to eat them in balanced quantity. So apart from these essential components, water and roughage also required in our food in sufficient amount, because water and roughage also play a very important role in our body. Roughage is the indigestible fibrous part of our food, and roughage helps in flushing out the waste from our body. You can say that it helps in the intoxication or the of our body. It helps to remove the toxic products from our body. And the main sources are the cabbage, broccoli, lettuce, beans, etc. These are the sources of roughage. And you know that the water is also essential to remove the waste product from our body. So mainly there are 7 major components of our food. First one is carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage. But we need to consume them in limited quantity or a balanced quantity. So the food that we consume every day in our daily diet should have all the important nutrients in the right amount, not in excess and not in deficiency, so that we can become or we can be strong and healthy. So a diet which contains the right or adequate amount of all these components of food for proper functioning of the body, that is known as a balanced diet, which contain all the nutrients in balanced quantity, or the diet which has all the nutrients in balanced quantity, that is known as a balanced diet. The diet which has proteins, carbohydrates, fats, minerals, and vitamins, that is known as a balanced diet, which has fruits and vegetables also, milk and dairy products also, fats and sugary foods also which provide fats, meat, fish, and other alternatives which are the main source of proteins, the main sources of fats, the main sources of vitamins, which we need for the better growth and development of our body. That is known as a balanced diet. But you know that the only a healthy diet alone is not enough to keep ourselves healthy. If we are taking a healthy diet but we are not involved in any in any physical activity, like we never play, we never run, we never swim, and we never do yoga, so we become inactive, and it may also harm our body. So it is very important the physical exercise also to keep ourselves healthy, because the physical exercise make our muscles strong, and if we are not involved in any physical activity, so we become our muscles become very weak, and they become flabby. So if we are not involved in any physical quantity, so this greatly affects our posture also. So the regular exercise also required, or the regular exercise also help to develop and gives shape to our muscles, because it also gives strength to our body, and it also helps in to keep ourselves fit and healthy, because physical exercise also gives a straight and graceful posture to our body. And if we if we consume a lot of fatty foods with no physical activity, if we eat a lot of physical food with no physical activity, so we become obese, because the excess of fats leads to obesity. And if we become obese, so we may fall ill. And if we take excess of fatty food, so these fats accumulate around our waist area or inside our body, and we become obese, which is not good for our health. So it is very important to consume a balanced diet in which every nutrient is present in balanced quantity, right? So how many nutrients are required in our body? There are 7 nutrients, or the 7 components of food, mainly carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, and vitamins. And apart from these, roughage and water is also required for the proper growth and development of our body, right? And now you know that the deficiency of these nutrients causes certain disease. So in our next video we will discuss about the disease and the types of disease which cause due to the deficiency of these nutrients also. So thank you, and see you in the next video.